Hello, very good morning, everyone. How you guys are doing? Hi, Kuldeep. Hello. Hi,
Hello.
Shailendra.
Uh,
Hi, Ashwini. Hi, Xenia, Clarice. Hi, Elise. Selling good. And who is this Tweety Bird? Okay, well, I would request everyone can rename their name so that we can interact with you with your original name, not like Tweety Bird or maybe Oppo or Samsung or Dell, any kind of a thing. Okay. So who is excited for today's session? Who is excited? Put in the chat box. Who all are excited? Ashwini says, I am excited. Okay, let me go ahead and admit some more people in. Just bear with me. Okay. Yes. So before starting this webinar, you are going to learn so many things when it comes to emotions because you're going to learn it from directly from someone who actually is expert in his subject when it comes to emotions. Kuldeep says, I'm really excited. Yeah, Balvinder. Hi, Balvinder from Kuwait. Wonderful. So we are not only from everyone from India, but we are also people are getting connected from Kuwait and Philippines everywhere. Thank you so much. And first of all, I want you to congratulate. Who I want you to congratulate is yourself. You know why? Because this Sunday morning, instead of going and watching Netflix or doing some different activities, you people have chosen to invest your time in learning. So congratulations, pat yourself back for that, doing amazing job. Okay. Now, there are three rules which I want you to follow so that you can get more learnings from this webinar. The very first rule is please turn on your camera. And why I'm saying you to turn on your camera is because the speaker will be able to interact with you more personally. And there is no judgment like what is your background, how you look, because everyone looks good. All handsome boys, men's, everyone, gentlemen's, and especially beautiful girls. Okay. There is no judgment about your background, how you look, because everyone is unique in this planet. Do you agree? Put in the chat box. Everyone is unique who has who is born in this world. So turn on your camera. The second thing is empty your cup. So when I say empty your cup, that means whenever if the speaker Manikandan is teaching you something, there might be a time you might be thinking, oh, I know this, because we tend to see a lot of information from YouTube or from different kind of social media, and we say to ourselves that I already know this. But no, when I say empty your cup, that means you need to ask yourself that am I implementing it in my life? Because knowing is not just enough. You need to know that are you implementing in your life? That's when you will get result. Do you think just knowing you will get result in your life? No, right? When you implement it in your life, that's when you get the result. So empty your cup. And the third rule is no distractions. When I say no distraction, what you need to do is just put your mobile phone in silent so that it should not disturb you, because right now you're learning and people tend to have the habit of instant gratification to check Facebook post, Instagram post, or WhatsApp, anything. So avoid that and immerse yourself on continuous learning, because for some of them today they are going to get some amazing things which you are going to learn, and some of them is also going to get some good bonuses. So stay till the end. And the last tip I want you to give it to you is start taking notes. You need to start taking notes because there might be time you forget things. So the best thing is take notes so that not only after after ending up with this webinar, once you tomorrow or day after tomorrow, when you have your own self time towards your own self, you can refer to that notes and you can immediately you will get, okay, this is what I have learned from the webinar. Okay. So I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and bring the man himself, Manikandan MS.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Yes? Yes?
Good morning. Thank you, Ravi, for doing a good co-host and giving the details to everybody. Thanks very much. I see a lot of you, but I don't actually see you. I can only see Kuldeep. Hello, sir. Good morning. How is everybody else? Nobody is visible. Is everybody there, or am I talking to empty screens? Are there people behind the screens? Can you put something on the chat box saying, yes, yes, I'm there. I'm a human being too. I'm not just a virtual person. Yeah. People are there behind the scenes. I hope people are listening to me. Or am I just going to talk with Mr. Kuldeep?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, I see there. I see Ritika there. Yes, yes. I see Eli. I see
Good
Ashwini.
morning,
Yes,
sir.
great, great. Yes. So, guys, like Ravi just mentioned, I'm just to reiterate, don't worry. No judgment here. So, you can be free to put on your cameras, be there so that we can see each other, and then it would be good to interact as well. Don't worry what background, what am I wearing, what am I, just forget it. You're here to learn something. And that's an amazing thing. Who are you? Do you think on a Sunday morning, people would come up, we wake up and then say, okay, today I'm going to attend a webinar, today I'm going to attend a session and learn something that's for myself? 90% of the people don't do that. They just go relax, watch movies, spend time on a relaxed mood. Whereas you guys have taken the time off to come here and participate here. So that itself is a commendable job. So great, great guys. So let's get started without much delay on the session. And like I said, it would be good if we can interact with each other more towards the chat, because once I put on the screen, I would not be able to see you. So the best thing is the chat window. So keep asking, keep chatting, and continue to learn. So let me know once you can see my screen. Do you see my screen? Let me know. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay, great. Great. Okay. So let me put it into the presenter mode and let's get going. Yes. All good, right? You can see the screen. Okay. Okay. So once again, welcome today to this webinar. And like you know, I'm Mani and I'm the emotional well-being coach, where I help people to get back at handling their situations, whatever be in terms of emotions, where they are facing tough situations. And I've been doing this for quite some time. And again, this has been very helpful for many of the participants who have attended previously, who have got to know me, who have interacted with me. And I definitely want to reach out to more people. That's the reason we all have assembled here. And I have used the platform of Book My Session. And so thankful to them as well for giving me an opportunity to share these things with all of you. And to gain maximum interaction or maximum understanding, keep away from distractions as much as possible. Mobiles, social media, or even people for that matter, if there is some disturbance. And stick on till the end and let's continue to learn. Okay? So, the first and the foremost thing, why are we today here? Why are we talking about handling one's emotions? The biggest question right in front. What is that to learn about emotions, or why are we even talking about it today? So let me tell you, the topic is utmost importance and it is quite serious as well in today's world, because it is costing people their lives. I'm not joking. Yes, emotions are so powerful and tricky. It can weaken a person. I mean, it can strengthen a person, definitely, or it can weaken, or at the same time, it can break a person. Depends on how you manage them. Would you agree with me? Would you agree with me? Let me know in the chat box. It's so very powerful. It can take a person to any heights. It can take however heights. At the same time, it can break down anybody as well. Yes. Ashwini says yes. Sajna says yes. 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 Yes, that's the importance. So let me ask you, have there been any moments in your life, have there been any such situations when you realize that you're not living up to the full potential, or maybe you're not living up to the time or the moment to your best, or you're feeling very low due to some emotional barrier, or maybe it could be in your relationship, it could be in your work life, it could be due to financial issues, it could be anything, that you are feeling really low at that very particular moment? Yes, Ritika says yes. So many. Yeah. Thank you, Ritika. How about others? At some point, just be vulnerable. There's no judgment here. Like I said, Eva says yes, yes. When you felt that no, this is not my true self. I need help. I need somebody to guide me. I need somebody who can tell me why am I feeling like this? What happened with me? Yes. Many times. Shailen says many times. Ashwini says yes. Kuldeep, yes. Yes, yes. And it's absolutely normal. You know why? Yes, because we are all human beings, and we are not ordinary human beings. All of us are emotional human beings, which means by default, as we come into this world, we bring in emotions with us. Do you agree? Otherwise, why do you think once a child is born or once any kid is given birth, the first thing, what do? They try to make the child cry. What is crying? What is a crying all about? It's an emotion, right? It's an emotion that's coming out. Pain. They hit the kid on the back so that the kid feels the pain. And once you feel the pain, what do? The first emotion that comes out of you, it's a cry. So I say that we come into this world itself with emotions, right? From before the birth itself, we carry emotions with us. And from the time we are here till we leave the world, the emotion is one thing which is there with us always, because we are all emotional beings. We cannot separate a human being from an emotion. And so here today, I am not here to tell you how to distinguish emotion from yourself, or emotion is separate, you are separate. You need to be emotionless always. No, no, no. That's not possible. And that is not what I'm going to tell you. What I'm going to teach you is when there are emotionally tough situations or hard situations, how do you manage that situation? How do you handle those situations? And how to overcome them? Okay? All in to learn? Everybody with me? Let me know in the chat box. All in? Yes? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Sujana. Thank you, Mohammed. Okay. So, like I said, why I relate to this topic so closely, why I relate to this. This is one thing which I need to tell you before I get started. Because I was one like you. I'm sure, like most of you, I went through a lot of emotional hard situations in personal life, in professional life, up, downs. There were a lot of challenges which I had to go through. Like maybe bullied in young days for not knowing a language, for speaking local language during my school days. And then because of that, I became a shy. I kind of was an introvert person who felt very hard even to open up along with close friends, never made friends. And even in work life, went through situations that despite putting in hard work day and night, not receiving any recognition at the end of the day, and then made to feel worthless. A lot of such situations and incidents happened when I felt clearly that what is happening with me? Why am I so helpless? What is this feeling that is going with me? But I overcame that. And handling all these experiences taught me various things about how to handle your emotions, not just in phases when you are up, when you are at the top, but also when you are down. And these things have come out successfully. And based on what I've learned, I've implemented several things which made a drastic change in me. And that is what I want to share with all you guys, so that you can take out something from this and try it even in your lives as well, so that it can make you feel better as an emotional being and make you emotionally fit. Okay, that's the whole sole purpose why I want here to share with all these things with you. So as we get started, I want to tell you a story, a real story. Pay close attention to it. So this is a story of a cute little puppy, a cute little dog by name Lucky. Let's call him Lucky. Okay. So once upon a time, in this beautiful neighborhood, this cute little puppy was born to a good dog. He was very cute, white Labrador. Right from birth, Lucky was very active. He used to be a lovable dog by everybody in the family. Like he used to go around everywhere, jump, chase the cats, and then play all day along with other dogs. Very, very, very cute puppy Labrador. Who all, by the way, before I continue, who all love dogs, puppies, cute ones, small ones? Anybody here who loves puppies, dogs, or is it only me? Let me know in the chat box. I'm looking for your comments on the. Okay, raise hand. Okay, Neeraj. Okay, very much. Okay, Ritika, me. Okay, okay, good. I'm sure most of us can relate. Most of us must be having puppies and dogs at home. Okay, so continuing the story of Lucky. Okay, so Lucky used to be a happy dog, going all around, chasing, playing. He grew up in such a happy and lovable environment, until one fine day, something unfortunate happened with Lucky. Lucky was playing on the road one day and Lucky got injured. He was playing by the roadside. A speeding car that passed by hit Lucky. It went over Lucky's legs, breaking his bones and giving him unbearable pain. He was crippled, totally crippled. And after that, he could not move around easily and play, and had difficult times even to get his food, basic necessity. So ultimately, he used to lie down, always watching everybody play, people going day by day to its around him and all that. And over the period of time, he started to get weak because he's not having his food, he's not moving around. He became very weak. And then finally, something unexpected happened to Lucky. As he was getting weak, other creatures like venomous insects, birds started attacking him, and he was helpless to respond. And one sad day, Lucky lost his life. I know this story is painful, but there is a truth behind it that can happen with anyone. There is a strong message here as well. And that is the principle or the law of nature, which is nature rewards the strong people and nature punishes the weak. The moment you get weak, the moment you're not able to manage yourself, it really gets bad. Yep. Do you get it? Do you get what I'm trying to say? This is the story of Lucky. Okay. I know some of you will take a time to digest, but there is this concept. Try to understand. The moment you get weak, the moment you feel that nothing is going your way, or you are not managing yourself, be it in any way, be it your mindset, be it your emotions, be it multiple things, which are called life skills, you're going to get punished. And that could be anything. And today, we see that more prominent in today's generation. When you see today's generation, the millennials, the present world, we are living in a world where our generation is not able to handle the simplest of problems. Very, very easy problems. Things like managing a breakup or exam, stress due to the exam which is coming up, any personal losses in the relationships. These things are really unbearable for them to handle. Why do you think so? Why is this happening? Anybody? Let me know in the chat box. Why do you think this is happening? You must be also reading, right? A lot of people around going through a lot of stress, anxiety, a lot of issues going around. Why do you think it's happening today with this generation, the millennial so-called generation X, Y, Z? What's happening around? And these days it's much more prominent. It's really visible. Anybody? Any thoughts around why this is happening? Why people are going through such tough times? Yeah. Kim says because of our emotions. Okay. Anyone else? Any thoughts?
Tension.
I could not hear you, Kuldeep. You need to type in the chat box. So maybe we'll have a conversation towards the end. You can put it in the chat box. That would be a good thing. Thank you. You can tension. Yes, Neeraj, tension. People going through tensions, creating tensions for themselves, creating tension for others. Okay. Okay. You know what? I mean, as others make their share their thoughts, I'd like to say we are the luckiest people on this planet Earth today. Do you know why? Okay, stress. Yeah. What I mean, we are the luckiest people. We have the best of technologies. We have the best of, like, the technology meaning gadgets and all that things. We have the best of facilities, comfort. Still, so many people fall victim to these lifestyle diseases. They even go to that level of depression, anxiety, committing suicides. What? When our previous generation did not even have so much of comfort and facilities that we have even today. Shailin says fast food culture and people demands are fulfilled. Yeah. So easily, everything is available at the tip of the hand. In that comfort, people don't realize what is that we are losing, what is that we are getting away from. And the most shocking thing for me was when I read this in the newspaper this day. It came in a news as well. Students' suicides highest in 10 years. 28 students on an average commit suicide daily. What? Are you joking? State-wise figures reported by a news channel. And please understand, these deaths are not due to any corona or any pandemic issues. That's separate. That toll is already going in big numbers. That's a separate thing. But these are actual people taking their lives, not due to physical problems, but due to incapability of handling their emotions and the mental challenges that they're facing. What's happening? Our forefathers did not have, like I was saying, this liberty and this comfort, food, whatever we have today, the technology, the transporter, and all this comfort in today's world. Yet they used to overcome tough situations in family, and despite being joint families, they used to live. Still, they used to handle much more bigger tensions and pressures. But today, the lightest of tension, lightest of small things, people are not able to handle. Are you following me? Are you with me so far? Are you understanding the seriousness of the problem? Let me know in the chat box. Are you getting what level has things going by? Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Ashwini. Thanks, Sandeep. The rest of you, I hope you're following me. Neeraj. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So the big problem here that we are talking about is we are living with a generation of physically fit but emotionally weak people. We are surrounded by the weakest generation. I mean, so delicate, like ice. They can melt like for anything. Who are not able to face simple day-to-day life situations around. There's a pressure for them to perfect everything. Whatever they touch, it should be perfect. Studies, perfect. Relationship, perfect. Anything, their job, perfect. Number one, pressure of perfection. Unable to handle rejections and failures and stuff like that in life, in real life. And then going over anxiety and depression mode very easily. So even if you feel that you are the strongest, you are the boldest, toughest point at this point of time, which I want you all to feel, but I'm sure at some point, some moment you would have felt, maybe for a moment, maybe for one day, or maybe 1 hour for that matter, you would have felt, what is this I'm going through? Why is that situation? I mean, some situations which you go through and then you don't know what to do with it, isn't it? Have there been any situations? I'm sure there must be situations, but do you at least touch your heart and feel that there were situations wherein you felt, why this is happening? What is this all to do with me? Why am I feeling so bad? Maybe a couple of days, couple of months. I don't know. It varies from person to person. Your ability to handle your emotions. And this is what you're going to learn now on how to handle such situations. Okay? With me? With me so far? Everyone? Okay. Thank you, Ritika. Thank you. Okay. So before that, let's understand why have we become emotionally weak? This is a problem. We all agree that this is a problem. This is something that has to be tackled in many ways. But let's understand why have we become emotionally weak? And when I went into learning and understanding more about it, I found three primary reasons, three things that has to be blamed for what we are today. The first one is our society. To an extent, they tell us what to do, what not to do, how to behave, and what not. Conditions like men should cry, men don't cry, men don't cry in front of people, men should be bold, whatever happens they should be uh, yeah, angry young man. Yeah, everybody feels that these are the ways the thing should run. This is how society norms and rules and regulations which are prescribed, because of which itself people take half of the tension of, well, okay, the neighbor has got good marks, the neighbor's kid has got good marks, be it anything you take. There are a lot of things in which comparison happens, and the society to a great extent has to be blamed for this. Second, the reason which I found many of you may not like is our upbringing, our parents. I know, before I go further, they've taught us a lot of things. They taught us what is good, what is bad. They provided the best of knowledge that they can from their point of view. What they knew, they gave the best to us. They gave us all the comforts, what they did not get, be it in terms of clothes, food, shelter, everything, the best of education, everything was provided by them. But they did not understand under all these circumstances that people are also, at the same time, the kids are not getting the real world sense of real world, what is happening. They provided everything because they didn't want their kids to go through what they have undergone. At the same time, they missed something which even they did not realize. And these both definitely stand by. And the biggest culprit, which I think more than these both, is our education system. Education system never taught us, right, about emotions or about various ways to handle it. There was no subject which said, there was subject for geography, history, mathematics, physics, chemistry, everything we read, we studied. But where was a subject, where there was a life skill which told us, hey, this is how you need to handle your situations in life. This is what you need to understand about what is meant by how does a brain work, how does your heart work, how does you work, which is a very important life skill. It was never taught. So that's one big thing which I feel. Did any of you read this subject? Let me ask you. Any of you read how to be mentally tough, how to handle your emotions during your school days or college days or anything? Did somebody teach you in any of the subjects, any of the education systems, as a subject, maybe as a special session or as a lecture or of anything, where you taught how to do this? Let me know in the chat box. Anybody? No? Ashwini says no. Gunnar says yeah. But in experience, yes, no. Yeah, Kuldeep, no. Yeah, that's there. Yeah. Don't you realize this? How big is this problem? This is something which we need in and out, day in and out. And this was never taught to us. Whereas we were taught so many things which we don't even utilize or use in our day-to-day life. Such strange, right? And let me give you a small thought on, as a kid, as a small kid, when we grew up, how these small beliefs are put into our mind unknowingly, unconsciously, which shapes up to what we are today. When we feel emotional, when we face challenges, like I said, the upbringing, the society, the education system, all have to play a role. But let me give you a small example of an upbringing, a small story, which will make you realize how these beliefs are automatically forming. And then we'll go much more detail into the solution. Okay. So I'll give you a small story, like I said. So a small kid trying, a crawling kid trying to get up, trying to walk. And let's say his mom is sitting in a place, and now the kid is trying to walk up to the mom. So this is a situation, because a small kid, infants, they try to crawl, they try to walk up, and they're very pure, right? There's nothing in their mind. They're not, when we come into this world, we don't have anything, this is right, this is wrong, or anything of that sort. But how these small things are adding up, let me tell you with an example. This same example, I'll tell you 3 case scenarios. How does it work? Okay. You got the situation, right? The baby trying to crawl and reaching up to his mother. And then let's say the mom is reading a newspaper, like you see in the example, reading a newspaper. And then what happens? So the first thing, the baby tries to walk. The mom does not bother at all. The mom continues to read her newspaper. So the baby cries, falls down, again gets up, again tries to walk. and somehow manages to reach his mother. And when it reaches his mother, the mom is very happy. The mom says, wow, good, now come. This kid, the impression that is formed in this kid's brain or their subconscious mind is, oh, okay, so that means I have to be independent. If I have some problem, nobody is going to help me. I need to do it on my own if I have to get results. One belief formed in the brain. Same situation. Second kid, the kid continues to cry. But what the mom is doing here is mom is encouraging the kid. Mom is saying, yeah, keep going. You can come. And she's clapping the hands for the baby to approach. So the baby falls down, tries to crawl, falls down, and comes towards her mom. And finally, when it reaches his mom is very happy, lifts the kid, and then sings a song, lullaby, all that happens. Now, unknowingly, the kid gets the confidence that, yes, I have the ability to succeed. It's just that I need to try. And I will succeed. And when I succeed, people are happy. People support me. People encourage me. And this is the belief that forms in this kid's brain. Now, the third situation, same situation. The baby falls, not able to get up, tries to crawl. And in this moment, the mom hears the baby crying. She leaves everything that she has been doing, all the job, everything aside. She runs towards the baby. She lifts the baby. And out of care, out of this, she just holds the baby. Oh, how did you fall down? Oh, okay. And then she lifts the baby. She holds him, hugs him, and all those things. Does not even let the baby. And on top of it, let's say the baby has hit some object and fell down. The mom hits the object. Maybe it's a door, maybe it's a pathway, anything, saying that, hey, you hit my baby, you pushed my baby. Why did you do that? Think about it. The baby is looking at all these things. And the subconsciously it is thinking, oh, I failed not because of my limitations. It was someone else's mistake because of which I fall. So I'm always right. I think I'm good to do this. Got it? This is the impression that is coming into this baby's mind. Same situation. Three different situations, same baby. The way in which you handle it, the way in which things are being handled can form your beliefs. Similarly, small, every incident, every experience that we have throughout our childhood as we grow is that forms our basis of our beliefs, which leads to our thoughts and then to our emotions and how we experience the world. Are you with me? Are you getting me? Everything that we look at in life, be it the concept of relationships, be it the concept of God, few people believe in God, people don't believe in God. It's all the belief. No, everything is a belief. You get it? Are you with me? Let me know. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Neeraj. Others, you're with me. You're understanding. Everything is a belief that has been formed in us from the small kid that we are. And as we grew, these started installing in our brain. And that's the relationship. That's the result of all the emotions that is coming out to us today. And by default, we have not learned it. It has come to us. We took it the way it came to us. But naturally, emotions can be learned. It is not something that you get stick on to one time and then you can never change it. And we will listen, or I'll tell you few things of it at this point of time today in this session of how it can be modified, how it can be learned. Okay. And if you know of this famous speaker, the transformational coach, speaker, Tony Robbins, he himself has said that emotions are learnable. He says emotions are energy in motion. They are nothing but your biochemical storms in your brain, and you can control them at any point of time. It is not something that, okay, I have come up with these kind of thoughts, or this is my beliefs, this is my systems, these are my emotions, or I get angry for something, I get sad at few things, or I don't like this person. When this person comes to me, I feel this, I feel that. Okay, fine. This is all your default programming. But why it can be learned, it can be modified as well. Okay, Neeraj, why he divorced? That's a personal thing. We can talk about it towards the last. I can answer a few questions. Everybody has their own choices, and always divorce is not always bad. It depends on how your outlook towards life. So, Neeraj, if you're seeing that divorce is a bad thing, it is not something that anybody should go through. Even if they have tough marriages, they should not get separated. All that, it's your outlook towards life, but people have their own reasoning. their own way of seeing out things. Okay. Okay. So any questions so far? Any questions so far? Anything you want to add at this point of time? Because I have some more things to share. Are you with me so far? Are you following how this pattern came up? Why we became weak? Why we did not knew how to handle our emotions? And then today we are in a position where we have these people all around not able to handle simple things in life, simple situations. Exam pressure. Is exam an end of your life? Is just passing out an exam deciding how you are going to be as an individual in this life? Yeah. So it's very important for you to learn, for you to understand what is you, what is it all about you. And like I said, people are not born emotionally tough, they become one. Do you agree? No one by birth comes out as an emotionally tough person or emotionally strong person. I do whatever I want to do, I can handle any situations. It is not such way. People train themselves, people become one. So this is how you become an emotionally healthy and better. Oh, you must be thinking, how can I train myself? How do I make myself emotionally fit? Let me tell you. Let's compare it with our very common example. How many of you go to gym these days? How many of you hit a gym or go for some physical sessions or workout sessions? Let me know in the chat box. Do you do some kind of exercises for yourself? Physical exercises for yourself? Like anything, physical exercises every day. It could be anything. No one? Everybody sleeps till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then comes out. No exercises, nothing as part of your routine. Yeah, at home only. Yeah, let it be at home, let it be outside, anywhere. Okay, let's not talk about gym. Anywhere. You do some kind of physical activities. Yeah, yes. Eva says yes. Shailendra says yes. Okay. Anu, yes. Cardio. Zinia says cardio. Okay. Neeraj, yes. Okay. Yeah. Most of us do, right? So let's say when you go to a gym, okay, and on the first day, let's say you're not used to at all at the gym, many of you do it at home, and when you go to the gym, let's say you're asked to lift 100 kgs of weight. On the first go itself, someone says you lift 100 kgs, you will be fit and fine, you will be healthier, lift 100 kgs. The gym instructor tells you. Can you do that? Can you do that on the first day? On the practically, you're asked to lift 100 kgs. Can you do it? I don't think any of you can do. None of us can do. Right? It is not possible. First day, go lift 100 kgs. No way possible. If you lift, you're off. You directly go to the hospital after that. If you try to attempt it. Yes. But what if I say on the first day, lift small weights, maybe 3 kgs, 5 kgs, something like that, and over a period of time. Okay, then this is the first week. Then on the second week, you're getting good at 3 kgs, 5 kgs. Now lift 10 kgs, and then maybe slowly you do it well. And then on the fourth week, you said, okay, now lift 20 kgs. And eventually over a period, let's say 6 months time down the line, for example, that time you're asked, now lift 100 kgs. Will you be able to lift 100 kgs? What do you think? After that consistent workout that you have been with your muscles, now you are told, now lift 100 kgs after 6 months. Can you do it? Let me know in the chat box. Can you do it at that time to lift 100 kgs after a consistent workout of about 6 months? Is it then possible? Yes, guys. You there? Ritika, yes. Okay. Nobody else? Do you don't think? Yes, you can. Iva, Shabina, Shir, yes, yes, yes. Anu, yes. So what is it? What does it indirectly indicate? Yes, yes. Thank you, Kuldeep. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Keep on chatting, because that makes me know that you're at least listening to me, or else it's like I'm talking to an empty screen. So yeah. So this is after 6 months or whatever be the time period. Now, if you're able to do that, your practice, your consistency is what brought you here. Practice, absolutely, Ashwini. Practice. So, like you say, like I said, we are not born physically fit, right? Physically, nobody comes up with 6 packs and all the body build, right? When we were born. But due to this training, due to the practice, everything, we become like one. And that's the same thing with emotional as well. It's possible for anybody. It is a matter of, be it a scholar, or be it a working employee, or be it a housemaker, anybody for that matter. If you are clear that you have to be emotionally tough, emotionally strong, emotionally fit, it is just a matter of working out your mental muscle. You need to understand what it is. Like physical muscles, you can build up your emotional muscles as well. But the problem is, most of the people don't know how to become emotionally fit and handle tough situations and build resilience. That is where the problem is. It is not about not doing it. It is not about not knowing it. That's the first step. That itself is a big serious concern. Because if they know, people are aware of these things has to be handled in this way, do you think people will go and get into this mode of anxiety, depression, sadness, and due to small things in life? That's where the problem is. They don't know. Not knowing itself is a big problem. And after you know, you can definitely work out, right? You can definitely, like same like physical, like you said, physical muscles, how do we build up? How do we become physically fit? Similarly, we can become mentally and emotionally fit as well. Okay? With me so far? Everybody? Okay. Practice meditation. Okay. Meditation is all, it's to do with practice. Meditation is not the only key. We'll talk about it. When we handle the situations, how you're talking more about the mental aspect of things, Neeraj, I'll tell you. Okay. So who knows this person? Has anybody seen this person, or anybody has heard about this person? Do you know his name? Anybody? He calls himself the toughest man alive on the earth. Does anybody know him? Any guesses what his name could be, or what is his name? We are about 20 plus people. Anybody wants to take a guess? No right and wrong, no judgment. Go on with your guesses. Any with his name? No one? No one? David Goggins. Who is this? Muhammad Omar Farooq. Wow, absolutely right. Okay, one guess came out right. Yes, he's David Goggins. I think, Umar, I think you must have heard about him. You have read his book, or he's a very famous person. The reason why he is famous is to let you know, yeah, he's just not built his physical fitness, he has built his mental toughness also so strong. He has undergone these 3 different types of trainings, training of Navy, Delta, Navy SEAL, Delta, Air Force, all this he has undergone. And he has the record of maximum number of push-ups. And he has written this book called Can't Hurt Me. I don't know if you've read this book. Otherwise, please do read this book if you get some time. Because here he talks about how a normal, average, middle class person, like who is so obese, who is so fat, who has low, weak self-image, grew to become this toughest man. Not just physically, mentally, emotionally. He says, nobody can break me. I'm such strong. So he's developed that quality. He has built up that quality. And what he did, his journey of life is in this book called Can't Hurt Me. If you get time, definitely I would recommend you to read this book. Worth reading. You see in the background, you see this image of him. He's a very fat, obese guy, and then how he became like this physically. And also, he tells about how he became mentally tough as well. Okay, so that's David Goggins. And I've not been hearing much response from the other guys. We are about 20 plus. So I think we need a small push. Let's do a small exercise and see how active you are. How active you are. So we are going to do a small activity here now called Name Your Emotion. Okay? It's going to be called Name Your Emotion. So I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. Wait. Okay. So what you're going to do now is, we are going to take a 3 to 4 minutes of time. I'm going to give you, and take your name, whatever be your name. Neeraj can take Neeraj name, Omar can take Omar's name, and for each alphabet, Omar, O-M-A-R, see if you can think of an emotion, a common emotion, an unknown emotion, known emotion, whatever comes to your mind. Think of an emotion that you can relate to, and write it down and share it in the chat box. Let's see. It's just to get your interest. How much you know, what are the different types of emotions. We must be hearing a lot of things, anger, sad, that, this and all. But yes, so if it says Ashwini, hold on Ashwini, we have not started. So Ashwini A for anger, S for something, H for something, W for something. In that way, if you can break down, take your time in 3 to 4 minutes, write down what is that emotion related to completely and put it in the chat box. And let's see who is able to do that, because I have something to share with you. Okay. So here you go. You can Google if you want. Google is always there in your hands, but figure out for your name which is the most suitable, because you will identify yourself to that, which you can relate to, what you can relate to, what emotion that you can relate to. Write down your name, and for each letter, find out a name of an emotion, put it in the chat box. And I'll give you 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. Meanwhile, we can hear one of my favorite songs. Continue. Go ahead and start. Sorry, someone has taken up this one. Don't do it on here. It's to be done at your own sites, not to share it with everybody over here. Put it in your side. We might have to stop the sharing. One sec. Yeah. So the exercise has to be done at your end, not for common to everybody. Just do it at your end. And I'll give you 3 minutes.
Okay, so guys, you can work on the assignment, whatever has been given by Manish till the time he picks it out for about the songs.
Yes,
Because
if you're done, you can share it.
okay, yeah,
You
you
can
can
put it in the
share
chat
it. Okay,
box.
so don't wait for the song, so that then only you will be able to complete it. Okay, just complete it and share it. Thanks.
Okay. Anger, Shabina, enjoyment. I think you guys did not get it quite. I see Omar just putting offended. So it's Omar. It's for O for offended. Just put, yay, this is the right way. This is the right way. See, A being put, empathy, vibes, enthusiasm. Wow. Omar, you need to put for OMAR. What does O stand for? What does M stand for? A stands for, R stands for. That way. So how much do you understand? What you can relate to? What emotion can we relate to? That way. Do you get me? So let's give it a 3 minute or maybe another 2 more minutes to see how you can put on your emotions. Are we done? Once you're done, you can start sharing it in the. Some people might have small names. Some of you might be having lengthy names. So if you have short names, it's very easy. Like you quickly share it on your done, share it on the chat box. Ravi, is my voice clear? Just let me know in the chat box. Am I audible? Or is there some lag in between? Just let me know in the chat box. I'm not seeing, but I see some kind of disturbance in between. Is everything fine? Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Ravi. So Kuldeep says always under fear. AUF. Always under fear. Okay. Kuldeep. I don't know. How does A always under fear writes to Kuldeep Rai? Okay. Ashwini. There she goes. Affectionate, smiling, wondering, interesting, nice, irritated. Wow. That's nice. That's nice, Ashwini. Good. So something like that. Kuldeep. It's not always under fear. So AUF. I don't know. Your name is Kuldeep, no? It should be KULDEEP. So some emotion related to that you can relate to your name, that you can relate to yourself. Yeah. I'll give one more minute and then we'll move ahead. Yeah, Shabina. It's sympathy. That's for yes. What does H stands for? What does A stands for? What does B stands for? What emotion can you relate to yourself to? And it's always not necessary that it should be a happy emotion or a great emotion. It could be anything. Ritika, there she is. Yeah, beautifully done, Ritika. Ravishing, intelligent, trustable, introvert, kind, amazing. Okay, good. Okay, I don't think we'll take in more time. Anybody else wants to share, or you can do it offline at your convenience as well. Okay, let's keep moving. Usha, okay, she says underestimating, sacrifice, happy, affectionate. Wow, that's nice. That's nice. Kuldeep says ego, pressure. Okay, Kuldeep. I think you're getting few of the letters, not getting for all the letters, Kuldeep. I think that's why you're putting it under random. So try to put your name and then what you can relate to. What is that you can relate to? So maybe like say money. I can say myself motivated, amazed, nervous, interested, something like that. Anything that comes to you as a different way. Okay. So yes, work on it sometime, and good for people who already shared like Ritika, Usha, Ashwini, Eve. Thank you. Good. Others, whenever you get time, work, and you'll see a different pattern, how you can relate to few of the things very easily. And that also reflects on your character. Oh, this is me. I get angry at few things. Oh, I'm amazed at this. Is how you'll relate to yourself. So yeah, let's get moving. So the next thing that I want to share you is a little deeper. It's something which you need to understand at a deeper level. And that is, let me ask you the question. I want you to answer. So what do you think is a common connection between all of these things? Let's talk about relationships. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about work, business, anything for that matter. What is it that is a common connection between all of this? What relates to all of this? Can you relate anything to which is common between this? Common factor connecting them. Give it a guess. Anything? Need. Okay, Ashwini, need. Okay. Okay, everything is a need. Okay. Anybody else for that matter? You know what is this all? Where this all gets related in one single place? Okay, so let me tell you. All these gets related in this place, which is binding them. It's all in an emotion. Why do I tell that? Why is it? So how do you think, what is money? How much of money is a great money, or how much of money is a less money? What is money actually? If you take and see, it's just a paper or a coin. But what connects to it is an emotion. I need to make more money, more money, more money. Think about it. That's why I said it's a little deep. Relationship. What is a relationship? When two people, Just two people, two individuals or three individuals or how many ever individuals, brother, sister, father, son, husband, wife, whatever it is. What is the relation? What is that is holding them? Though many places, many people, husband, wife may not like each other. They might fight with each other. There might be a lot of issues. But what is that is holding them, binding them? It's an emotion. It's an emotion that connects to both of them, isn't it? Health. We need amazing health. Definitely, yes. Physical health is important. At the same time, we are talking here again about the mental health and emotional health aspect as well. Career. If you have all of this balanced, you can have an awesome career. You can have jobs. You can have a fruitful job. You can be happy in your job. What is happy again? You can be satisfied in your job. You can be fulfilled. What is all these things leading to somewhere? It's again that emotion. That connects. Naturally, by default, we don't think about it because by default, we are programmed to think otherwise, the bad or the negative aspect of it. But if you think deeper into the positive side of where we can connect to all of these things, it's again coming back to emotion. That's where it is. Okay. So now, coming to this, like we spoke again, it's a failure of system. Our education system never taught us as to where we need to learn, what we need to learn in terms of mental toughness, what is that a person should know right from his childhood to his education that will help him towards his life, which will help him in the journey of life. We have, like I said, we have learned all those subjects, physics, geography, history, economics, which is good in terms of academics. But is that a life skill? Is that something which is going to help me overcome my hard feelings, hard emotions when tough situations come in life? Because it's always not a happy going, right? You all agree with me. It's not every day is not a happy day. We need to face those tough situations. We need to face those hard situations. And how you overcome, how you handle it is where your success is. Okay. So as I read and I understood more about it, I came across few harsh truths which broke me about this emotions. I was thinking, like I'm sure many of you would be thinking, that if you don't eat right, if you don't exercise, if you don't take care of your health, you will have some problems. You will have some physical ailments, you'll have some issues and all that. But most of us did not even knew, or I did not even knew, till I read that your mental problems or your emotional problems, if they are not dealt properly, it can take a toll on you. These were the real harsh truths. It can take you to mental exhaustion. Many of you must have felt, right? We're talking earlier, stress and depression. I mean, difficult to experience the positive things in life. So many things might be happening, good things around you, but you're not able to experience it. You're in your own zone. You are thinking, why? Why is this happening? Why this? You will be just behind one thing, not understanding why. And it has an impact on physical health as well. Emotions, if not handled properly, according to the Harvard Medical School study, it can have a kind of stomach problems for you. It can take down your digestion, definitely. It can lead to stomach bloating and even to the level of ulcer. That's what it has been proved by the Harvard Medical School. It's not just physical issue. These mental issues also can take a toll. This, the very common problem these days, blood sugar level, the diabetes, the hypertension. This is just taking extreme tolls on people who are not able to manage themselves mentally and handle their emotions. Then issues like headache, migraines, taking a toll on people. People are not able to concentrate, not able to do things what they have to do itself properly. A lot of stresses leading to weight gain, obesity, shorter lifespan. You must have heard, right? Like a lot of people saying that I don't eat much food, or I eat very less, I eat very limited quantity, but I'm still putting on weight. I'm still gaining weight. I'm becoming heavy. I don't know why. But if you look at them, if you closely talk to them, there might be some situations that are going through mentally. They might be going through some hard times, which they're not able to share with somebody, which they're not able to tell somebody, because of which it's getting difficult. And that in turn is showing in their physical outlook because it's connected. People normally think that physically is different, emotionally is different. No, they're all interconnected within a human being. It's not a separate thing. And the last but not the least, this is the very dangerous thing. I mean, not able to manage your emotions at a proper time increases your heart risk rate and to the level of leading to cancer by about 70%. This is not me saying, this is the Harvard School of Public Health saying, and it's there published in the Times Magazine and the Inc.com. And these things really disturbed me when I said that Okay, not knowing or not doing these things is really damaging people to this level. That's like unbearable. That this is something that should not happen with anybody for that matter, because people are not knowing it. The main reason which I identified is people not knowing that this could be harmful, and that is the main thing. If you know, nobody will not do, right? If somebody tells you, okay, there's a hot water, if you put hand in that, your hand would get burnt, you would not go and do it for fun. You will not put your fingers in that and then touch, okay, let me see if it's really going to burn. If it burns, what would happen? You would not do that. So here the problem is people not knowing it. And that is what I learned out through what my journey was. So let me tell you this story of this person who was a small kid, born very shy, meaning not even posing or coming in front of cameras, very introvert. Do anybody know him? Any of you know him? About 20 plus. Have you seen this person anytime? Okay. If you don't know, this will reveal it. It's none other than me. Okay. So this is my story. This is exactly my story of how I came from a humble middle class family, grew up being a shy and an introvert with a weak self image, and to what I am today. Because I realized these problems that I spoke about is hitting people around me in a very bad way. People I know of, people I spoke to. Uh, when we go deep dive, I figured out there are a lot of other things. It is not what you see from the surface. There is really big problems. And that is where I took steps to help them, to transform them in whatever way I can with people. And that eventually, slowly became my vision of seeing the world, and which is now very clear. I want everybody coming into my circle of influence, somebody coming to me, contacting me, speaking to me, knowing somebody as I know. I want to help them in this purpose of staying emotionally fit, so that they can live a fruitful and fulfilled life. Their life should be fulfilled. It's not we just have one life. So just come, live happily, and go. It should not be that you feel through all these hard times, tough times, and then people ending up their lives and not experiencing the real life, and then going through suffering, sickness. There are a lot of things which are interconnected. And this is where I identified my passion is to help these people. To help these professionals become better, so that they can handle their emotions, which eventually they live a successful and happy life. That gives me an amazing satisfaction. And that is why we all are here today. We all have been talking for the last, or I have been talking rather for the last hour with all you guys here. Is the main purpose is also that, so that I can share whatever my knowledge, whatever I can in this limited time of 1.5 hours that I have, so that you get to learn at least few things and more along the way. So you're with me so far. You're understanding why, what, and how things are going with your emotions. Yes, Ashwini says yes. How about others? 20 plus. You're getting what are with the context that we're talking about? Yeah, no? Yeah. Thank you, Swarna. Thank you. Okay. Great, Zenia. Okay. So continuing, I want to give you some straightforward, simple steps. Straightforward, simple steps with which you can handle any emotionally challenging situation, be it any that comes to your life. It's a deeper level, but you can start trying it out at a simple level and then take it to bigger situations in life. Do you want to know? Does anybody want to know what could be some 3 simple ways you can tell me that if I face an emotionally tough situation, what should I do? Do you want to know in 3 simple ways? Let me know in the chat box. Are you interested for that? Then I can share it with you. Yes? Yes? No? Don't want to know? Interested? Only one person? Okay. Cool. So here is how it goes. Okay. Whenever you see something is really not manageable or really being tough, try these 3 steps. You need to consciously do it. Initially, it is going to be consciously. Like I said, it's not something which comes to us by default, which doesn't come to us by birth. It has to be tried consciously. And these are aware, accept, act. What does it mean? Aware, accept, act. First, when you are going through tough times, the best thing is to be aware. Oh yeah, I know I'm feeling sad. I know I'm feeling unhappy. I feel that something is happening with me. So I need to be aware. First step. Second thing, accept. okay, realize that situation is temporary and then it will go away. Like there are good times, there are bad times. You're consciously telling yourself, yes, okay, fine, I accept. This is not what I wanted to happen to me, but this is happening with me. Whatever be it, whatever be it. And then act. Act wherein you can bring the change to the situation so that you will feel better. I know this is told in 3 simple steps, but it is not that. It's a practice which builds up. Like we saw the physical muscle. How do you make a six pack? It's not one day you lift 100 kgs and you get a great body. You need to do it over a period of time. You need to practice, practice, practice so that you reach to that levels. And that's the most important thing. Similarly is with this. Whenever you face tough times, whenever you face hard situations, think about good times, and I'll also give you few practices that you can do for this act. What is that you can practice which will bring more about this awareness and acceptance and acting what you need to act. But do you get the basic concept? This simple way any situations can be tackled. You're going through hard times, become aware that this is a hard time. No, I need to do something about it. Accept it, and this is a step-by-step process, and then act upon it. Do something, because unless you change something, nothing is going to change. Okay, so let me tell you what is that you need to do, what is that you need to act about. Few practices that definitely helps. First one, act of gratitude. Many times we forget to see what we already have, what are the blessings that we can count on, rather than thinking what we don't have. Many people get unhappy just due to comparison, just due to the feeling that there's nothing, the life is no more, nothing is there. But when you see around you for anything, be it object, tangible objects, non-tangible, living, non-living, each one of us have got so many things, so many blessings that we don't even realize that we have got it around. And that is a very important thing which we don't do. That is the act of gratitude, act of forgiving. Many times carry a lot of heaviness in our heart for somebody did something, why he did this to me, why he did this to me. These are some of the steps. So the act of forgiving, okay, fine, that person has done it, XYZ has done it, he's not aware of what he has done, forgive him. Fine, ignore, you keep going your path so that you have peace, you have clarity, you don't get disturbed. Very, very important. Physical activities, like I said, physical and emotional, mental, all these are related. Physical, mental, emotional, it is not separate. Change your state, change your physiology, they say, which can change your emotional state. You're feeling sad, don't keep sitting there around and saying, oh man, what is this happening, what is this happening, and then keep pondering over it. Try to change your state, and once you change your state, you'll definitely see, go to a new environment, go out for a walk, talk to new people, many things that can be done, like the impacting other lives. These will change your mental state as well. These will change your physical state as well. Has any of you see that act, everything is an act, everything has an act that you need to do. Have you tried or have you experienced anything similar like this in your own life when you went through? Because many of you must have gone through situations, you must have come out of it as well. So just put it in the chat box. Have you experienced any such situations wherein you really felt, oh, this is very bad, but eventually you came out of it and then you felt good about what happened with you and what you learned from that? Has there been some such instances in your life? Anybody? Just put it in the chat box. We'll see towards the end if I can finish thing over time, we will even talk with you. We'll try to bring you on screen and then get some inputs, but just feel free to share. Has there been any emotionally tough situations in your life which you overcame on your own, through your experience, through what you learned, through your own experience? That's the main thing, not about learning, because if you had learned, you would not be here, but definitely through your experience, through something. Anybody? We have around 20 plus people. Any of you want to share that something, or you all of you don't know how to handle any of the situations? You must have definitely learned, right? You must have definitely overcome some tough situations in life, isn't it? Sorry. Yes, Ritika says yes. Thank you, Ritika. Okay, you must have definitely overcome it. Thank you. Usha says yes. Okay, thank you, Usha. Anu, yes. So definitely, I'm sure most of you others who are not even replying, definitely you must have gone through something, but then eventually you came out in your own ways, which you must have to think. Sometimes you'll have to think, something, everything doesn't sit in the mind straight away. Might be some situation in life, in family, in relationship, in your career, something must have happened wherein you are like totally out of context for some hours or for some days, and then you eventually came out of it. Maybe through doing something, through trying few things. Like somebody was saying meditation, maybe that helped. That helped for somebody. But so eventually you came out. And when I went deeper, I realized that this is not something with just us or just common people. It's with everybody. Like I said, emotion is with a human being, right? So if you're a human being, you come out to this world, you will definitely have this kind of emotions, or definitely any set of emotions definitely do come in a person. And that's when I saw even celebrities are no escape to this. You know, people like Shah Rukh Khan, Deepika Padukone, Dwayne Johnson, all these people have stated out. Now these days they're coming out openly and even telling it out that they went through hard times. They had tough times like depression, anxiety, stress in their own job, professions, and all these things, and they had to deal with it. You see, these it's very popular out there in the media, out there in all the forums, wherein they are talking that yes, I had to go through some tough times, but then I came out through it. We people are still shying away from talking it because I see other than a couple of them, like say Ritika, Usha, or Anu, others are still thinking, should I say, should I not say? What will people think? What will I judge me if I went through? Absolutely, it is no problem. It's everybody has gone through. Many people go through, and the biggest thing is then admitting it. Like I said, there are different ways to act on it, and one of them is accepting it. Accept, okay, fine, I'm going through tough time. That itself solves half of the problem. If you don't, if you say no, 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 that's okay, I'll manage, nothing is happening with me, no issues, you are increasing your problems. But the best thing is to let it out, to tell it out. And it's very common these days. People are not shying away. Celebrities are not shying away. Then why should we shy away? That's okay, fine, tough times, talk to somebody, take help of your friends, take help of your relatives, talk to somebody close. There are various ways of handling your tough times. And all this is what I have written it in my book, which is there out, available in Amazon to be purchased, which says 7 easy ways to handle an emotionally overwhelming situation. Different ways, different methods of handling an emotionally overwhelming situation. It's an ebook that's available online, which you can check out in Amazon. And then that's talks about simple way. It's a 24-25 page booklet. It easily talks about simple ways in which you can handle such situations. Okay. And give me a second, sorry. Okay. Thanks, Neeraj. You checked it so soon? Okay. Thank you. So, and by now, most of you would have realized that we have gone through, or we must have gone through. But if we can manage them, if we can manage our emotions in a better way, there are multiple advantages that we can reap in life. It is a life skill. It is not something which you learn and you forget. It is something which has to be constantly implemented and constantly nurtured over a period of life. And these are some of the advantages. By now, if you manage emotions, you can make lots of money, though you will be needing it. Money is not something that you can run away with, but then it is, you'll not be so attached. Okay, fine, there is some business that you do or some transaction that you do which goes in a loss, you're fine. Okay, fine, you're able to manage your emotions and do something better the next time and able to manage it. It's not that something is gone for a loss and you feel, oh, my life is ended, my everything is gone, that's an end of everything. No. And similarly with all other things, your life fulfillment, your relationships, your efficiency at work, there will be no more emotional barrier, that can harm you or stop you from anything. And these are some of the advantages that you can see when you can really manage your emotions. Very formidable. Because why I'm telling this with so much of conviction is what I have seen, and from what I have helped people and they have seen in their own lives. And that's the conviction which I'm saying. Definitely, if you can manage your emotions, there is nothing like it which can harm you or which can bother you or which can disturb you in life. Okay, cool. Is everyone with me so far? Is everyone online listening to me? 20 plus people, 23 people in with me, or is it I'm talking to blank screens? Yes. Thanks, Siva. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks, Mohammed. Thanks, Sajana. Thanks, Anu. Thanks, Ashwini. Thanks, Zena. Yes, you're still alive. Thanks, Zinia. That was nice. I'm still alive. Okay. So let me ask you one important question, a very, very important question to each one of you. Okay. Thanks, Jitendra. Thanks to know that very clear. Can you tell me what is the most valuable and important asset in this world? What is the most valuable and a very important asset, if I have to ask you? Let me know in the chat box. What would you say? For me, this is the most valuable and important asset. Happiness. Okay. Vishnu says happiness is an important asset. Okay. Anybody else? What is a very valuable and important asset for you? Peace of mind. Okay. Krishna. Good. Peace of mind. Interesting. Interesting. You know. Health. It says satisfaction. Okay. Okay. What else? What else? Others. Feel free to interact. There's nothing, there's no right or wrong. Just feel free to interact. What do you think is a most important and valuable asset? Health. Okay. Family happiness. Okay. No. Family happiness. Fine. Can I tell you what is the most important and valuable and important asset? It's you. You are the most important and valuable asset. Because if you are not there, what is the point of having all these things? Isn't it? Health, family, money, people, relationships. If you can't experience, what is the point of having everything? You are the most important asset. Most of us don't try to understand or do fail to understand that. We put time, money, efforts in all things around, everywhere around. And we don't realize the most important thing is you. Isn't it? If you are not there, what is the point of having a job or having a family or the money and everything if you are not able to experience everything? So the most important and valuable asset is you, my friend, yourself. Okay? And can someone tell me what is the most undervalued and ignored asset? If the most valuable and important asset is you, what is the most undervalued and ignored asset? Any guesses? Anybody? Make a guess. That's okay. I'll give you the answer. But make a guess. What do you think is the most undervalued? Nobody even realizes that this is the most important thing that I need to give importance to. Oh, I see somebody got it. Ah, you get there. You get there. Absolutely. Again, it's you. Not investing on yourself, not caring for yourself, and ultimately facing what? Sickness, failure, and all these things. What is the point? Right? If you absolutely, me and myself, absolutely, Jitendra. So if you don't believe in you and you don't invest on yourself, then I think we have a problem. Who else can we trust? Who else can in this world do you trust and do you believe and do you invest in? If you learn or if you know something, or if you know that you have a skill or whatever, with the ability to handle your emotions or anything of that sort, if you don't do it for yourself, who else can you believe in this world? So again, the same thing comes. Your well-being, absolutely, Mrina. Your well-being, your life, your thing, it's all about you. If you are perfect, you can experience everything. You can take care of people, you can add value in people's life, you can do anything that you want, and as long as you are there. And that is the most undervalued asset by most of the people. And if you know of Warren Buffett, he has very famously said this in one of his quotes: the best investment you can make is an investment on yourself. The more you learn, the more you learn. He says about earning, because he's the biggest stock market investor and Berkshire Hathaway holdings, everything that he has. Since he's a money person, he talks about it. The best investment that you can make is an investment in yourself. It's not about others. You make on yourself, and that is the best thing that you can do for yourself. Okay, so are you getting it? So that's why I said emotional well-being, learning more about your emotions. It's very important, because when you are well, when you are able to handle things in your own life, you can go to any level. There is no boundary, there is no limits to what you can do in terms of wealth, in terms of relationships, in terms of family. There's no definite rule. Society must have defined their rules, but you can go to any level of extent. It all depends on your thought process, and for that you need to invest on yourself. Okay, so who is ready? Let me know who is ready to learn more about how to get better at their decisions, how to handle such things in a better way. I know over the last period of 1 hour, I could touch upon few points, but not in entirety. But I want to put some things in front of you for people. So who is interested to know more on how to get better and how to handle your emotions? Let me know in the chat box. Yes. Well-being. Okay. Anybody? Am I audible? Am I audible? Are you listening to me? Yes. Okay. Okay. So people interested to learn more and able to get better at their emotions. Are you out there? Yes. Yes. Thanks, Ravi. Thanks. Okay. Okay. Some of you are ready. So so let me tell you a few things before we go. So the basic things which I understood, again, to reiterate, is why we are not able to manage our emotions. First of all, no awareness, right? Many of you were not aware before you came here that why is it the problem. Second is a lack of clarity, not knowing what to do. That's a lack of clarity. Despite knowing everything, people fail. We don't know what to do, how to do, and we just keep dreaming about a satisfied life, a happy life, and fulfilled life, and make money in abundance. Everything is there, but we don't know, the lack of clarity. Now you, at least you've got some lack of clarity. And the last and the least is not taking action. Take a step forward. Like I said, you are the biggest asset for yourself. Unless you take care of yourself, you experience your well-being, you manage everything, your emotions, you are not going to get anywhere far in terms of your relationships, in terms of money, in terms of anything that you want to do in life. So it's very, very important that you take care of yourself. And having thought about, like I said, in this 1 hour, this is the least that I could explain in that level. But as I explained, I had a lot more to share on how you can manage things better, what are the various ways that you can implement. What I've shared, that now being at a very high level, I have put up a program which I thought will definitely benefit a lot of people who are interested, who want to take care, who want to get better at their emotions and live a fruitful and fulfilled life. And that's what I want to share with you here. And that's called the Better Your Emotions program. This is a program that I am offering to selected people who really are serious, to get a transformation or to get better at their emotions, so that they can experience the life to the fullest, so that they can live happily. It's a 4-week program, and each of the week there would be sessions which I'll be taking on how do we work on the basics, because basics are something which we have forgot. As a kid, we were really happy. We did not care about what the world is telling, what the society is saying, what other people are telling. We just used to be in our own world. But as we grew up, we were conditioned on so many things, which is basically making us emotionally weak. So we'll work first on the basics, then we'll work on importance of gratitude. Many people, like I said, know that gratefulness, being thankfulness is very important, like I was talking. But what is the right way to do it? What is the way to express our gratitude? We'll talk about that. Then we'll talk in detail about the connection between the physical, mental, and emotional levels. It is not just one aspect that you need to concentrate. If you have to be good at emotional while being sick or being unhealthy, it is not possible. We need to concentrate on all the different aspects. How do you balance all of this? And then the power of yourself. What is the power that you hold within yourself, which is very, very important. You need to understand that as well. Okay, so all this would be covered into this Better Your Emotions program, which is a 4-week transformational program which I take. And it's really, like I said, for the committed individuals who are really looking for some change. And I'm sure you will definitely see a change. And this program by itself is worth 50K in the complete sessions that I take, in all that I take. But then this is not the only thing which is covered under the program. You get bonuses. You can have the options to have about 5 one-on-one personal coaching with me. We'll have personal calls wherein I'm going to give you hand holding. I'm going to guide you for a few things. I'm going to give you some support, the things that are missing in your life in element detail that you can work upon and you can get better at it. And these calls definitely is worth around 5K. And that's not it. I will be sharing few ebooks with you. These are highly influential books, which is by different authors who have spoken a lot about the way in which the mind works, the way in which you can relate to things, which you can read at your own convenience, and you will get a lot of clarity on why things are the way you see it, why you see the world in this way, why the situations are in this way. And this is what I will be sharing with you as part of this. That's not the end. You will have some priceless bonuses, which is you will have an exclusive access to a Facebook community, which is your membership for life. wherein there are a lot of like-minded individuals, not just one person, two person. I think, if I'm not wrong, about 400 to 500 people who literally share their thoughts, who share their inputs, who have a lot of things that they want to help people with in each other, because nothing can be achieved in all alone. There must be a lot of people who need to help each other, and that's how you take things to the next level. So this is a community. Then all the sessions that happen, your group sessions, one-on-one sessions, everything would be recorded, and you will have access to all those recordings for lifetime. Which means even after this 1 month, anytime you want to listen to anything, you want to implement on few things, you want to check on few things, you have all the things to do it. You can definitely go listen, implement. And that's not all. There are more surprises which will come along the way. So all this together, which we spoke about, the main program, the bonuses, each of these bonuses, the one-on-one calls, the ebooks, the Facebook, everything combined together is definitely more than 50K, because the program itself is 50K, and all these bonuses summed up is much more than that. That's the cost or the value that you're going to get from this entire program. But anybody all set to take the program before I say what is the but? Okay, this is not what you're going to, or this is not what I expect you to pay today. Let's keep the money part aside for a moment, and let me tell you more on why it will be helpful for you. For anybody, that question will definitely come to your mind, right? Why is this program going to be helpful for me? Let me tell you what will you learn in this program. Like I gave you at a very high level, but let me go further a little bit deep and tell you what are all the contents that are going to be covered in this program. Okay, here you're going to learn about all these basic things. You're going to learn about how to develop self-awareness practices, learn how to come out of negative emotions quickly, how to grow a healthy mindset, we'll make a daily routine, how you need to chart out your day, how to win good friends and relations, work on improving your skills, focus on improvement your career as well as relationships, and all these aspects as well. How to handle difficult situations, how to handle emotions, what is the right way to express gratitude, how to develop one's physical health, how to eat healthy, how to develop good habits, reading books, and also we learn from successful people. All these are going to be covered in these 4 weeks. And let me tell you, what you understand about emotions or emotional intelligence should not be only from my perspective. I recommend you go to Google. Today, if you search all international organizations, it's been reported by CNBC, Forbes, as much more known magazines, that emotional intelligence or knowing how to handle your emotions is a very important skill, or it is on the top 10 skills for the next generation. If you search in Google for what are the top 10 skills that are mandatory for the next generation, emotional intelligence or emotional awareness comes in one of the top levels. Managing emotions, becoming self-aware, understanding your own emotions is very, very important to go into the next level. Okay, so who want to know some good news? Let me know in the chat box. Anybody here who wants to know some good news, how it has benefited many people, all that I'll share it with you, but let me know in the chat box if you are in for this and want to show me. Okay, Ikra says yes, Runa says yes. Anybody else? Yes. Okay. Eva says yes. Shraddha says yes. Okay. Great, guys. Great. So before I share some good news, I want to share some feedbacks with you, because you're seeing me now for the first time, you're hearing from me. Because I've been helpful. People have seen the changes, and it's not just talking out of thin air. It's really transformed people. Because if you see my previous sessions, when I had and then I helped out people, they've really literally seen that change, and this is what they have to share. If you see, yes, some people are shared, like, yes, they have noticed the transformation. It's very small. Let me read few. Okay, it was a great session. Somebody felt really benefits out of this. They really saw the transformation that has been happening in their life because of attending and because of implementing few things. It's not just about attending. It's not about knowledge. Like, knowledge is available everywhere. You go in Google, you go here, you talk to somebody, knowledge is available everywhere. But it's about implementing. It's about bringing in those changes in your own lives. And that is what is going to bring to or take you to the next level. It's about acting. It's not about knowing and knowing and knowing. Like somebody said, right? If you are aware, knowing and not doing is not knowing. You can just keep learning. But unless when a situation comes, you know how to tackle it, what is the benefit? This would remain like another course or a program or something. And that is what not I'm looking at. So like I said, I want people who really want to help themselves, who really want to change themselves so that they can see something better. And I want to help those kind of people. And here is a feedback or a couple of people who have experienced it and they have shared their thoughts. Let me see if this is playing. I had a small technical problem with the voice. This is one of my persons whom I could help and she could do some change. No, there is some problem with the, wait. Just give me a second.
I had been regularly following him on his Facebook posts, and one fine day I had connected with him over a matter which I was facing a problem as to how shall I overcome a certain situation in my life, and there was a lot of battle of my thoughts going on in my mind as to how to deal with it. So just seeing his post and could relating it to how can I keep myself emotionally fit, and therein got connected to him. To be honest, being the savior, I didn't know that I'll be getting such a honest advice. And when I started following his advice, I could till date say that whatever procedures or the things I followed after him guiding me in this way actually helped me to overcome that situation very effectively. So I would definitely suggest all of you should be joining his sessions. And yes, Manikandan, really, really thankful to you that if you would have not guided me that day when I needed it the most, probably I would not have landed up today where I am. So it's a real gratitude towards you, and thank you for helping me out.
Thank you. That was Akarshi on her feedback from one of the experience. This is from one of my batchmates, just quickly to share you on the last batch who completed the Better Your Emotions program. He had something to share based on his emotion or the way in which he could see some change in his life.
I was a person who's always been like feels like I don't really want any help. I was very good in my controlling my emotions and connecting with my friends and family. I always feel like I'm a happy person, but recently I felt like there is something missing. I've been going through some emotional roller coaster with so many factors going around. Maybe the COVID fall, the uncertainty around the work environment, or something is controlling myself, or not making me feel happy, or I'm not structuring myself. So I was thinking about what should I do when Mani raised this point about he's going to have this course like better your emotion. So I decided myself like, hey, just try, go for it, you know. And when I joined this course, you won't believe the transformation happened to me in terms of the structuring myself in day-to-day life, bringing back to my life's basic requirements about focusing myself, self-orienting, like happiness, these things which has never been considered, or I've been missing this. Like I've been nobody been pointing out to me on that specific point. So for me, that was very eye-opening, and I feel so thanks for that, Money, and it's really helped me a lot to bringing my basic instincts of
I think I'll stop it. It's too long. It's a lengthy. So let's. I'm just taking a pause. So yeah, guys. So this is what all is all about. So all these things that we spoke is covered under this program, and this is the program which I've been doing with a lot of people, and a lot of people have been seeing the benefits out of it. And the good news that I want to share with you is on the investment in this program. Okay, it's not definitely 50K that we spoke about, because I know this should definitely add value and people should see the transformation, and it should not be just about the monetary aspect. So this definitely is worth 25K. The complete thing is 25K. That's the cost of the program. Let me assure you, I'm giving my 100% to help you get better. But I want to know if you are committed. If you're thinking this is for you, this is the thought process, this is one for you. I want to know if not committed. Why not free? I will answer you, Neeraj. I'll definitely answer you. So, okay. All in, people with me, 20, 25 plus people with me. Okay, let me tell you something more, Ashwini. Yes, okay. So who wants to know some amazing news? Okay, let me tell you some amazing news before we tell you what is this going to happen. Okay, anybody wants to know some amazing news? Just for people who are in the webinar, people who have been staying for the last 1.5 hours, listening to the various things, understanding various things. You want to know? Yes, Jitender. Yes, Anu. Okay. So, of all the things that we spoke about now, which are part of the program, including the bonus sessions, using the one-on-one calls, everything that we are going to have, along with that, my book, which I said, which is definitely the worth. People who have read it have given amazing reviews about it, about what is that you can do when you really face some tough situations, handle situations. It is a lifetime book. It's not just for yourself. You can share it with your near and dear ones. They can use it also. I'm not given to anything else. Everybody, whoever signs up for this program, I want to give it free of cost. This book, totally free of cost. I'm not going to charge. It's a gift from me for anybody who signs up the program. And that's not it. I would also want to give you a certificate for completing the program, which will literally give you a upper hand. If anybody is like a practitioner, anybody is a student in terms of NLP, or maybe in terms of life coach, or anybody is in that category, I'm sure this would add to your credits, and this is definitely going to take you to the next level. Even this is what I want to add up to the program. It's not just the program, because that is what I've been offering the previous batches. Now I want to give away my ebook as well as this certificate of completion for anybody who signs up today. And the amazing news that I want to give exclusively for you guys, you 25 guys, is the investment on the program just for today is not 50K. It's neither 25K. The final investment on this program, the Better Your Emotions program, just for today, is just 5K, just 5,000 rupees. That's it. That's the final investment on this program. Team, can you just share the link of the, yes, thank you, Ravi, thank you. So this is the link of the payment link. If anybody or everybody ready for it, go for it, because this is only for you as long as the session ends. Once the session ends, this rate will no longer be applicable, and you will not get at this anywhere, because I know what is included in the program, how much of effort and how much of things are going behind in putting this up. It's not just me. My team is working behind it along with me. So definitely and then remember, it's not something that you're going to learn today and you're going to forget tomorrow. It's a life skill. It's over the practice things. You're going to get better eventually over a period of time, and it's going not just for you, you're going to even help your near and dear ones with this skill. So that's the link to this program. The payment option is just given by my team here. You can check that out. And I see some questions. Jitendra said, what time we get both of them? Jitendra, both of them, you mean when you get the certificate and the book, or you mean the rest of the things? Can you put it in the chat box? You mean when do you get the certificate? I think yes. So certificate, if you get it, certificate you get at the end of the program after the completion, and my book you will get it in the beginning itself. Once you sign up for the program, you get the book. My book you get it immediately. I have 3 other books which I have to offer you, that I'll give it to you at the respective times as we go through the program and as we complete the sessions, because everything has to be read at correct time. Something if I give you all the books in the beginning, it's not going to be of relevance. But what I can give you offer first is my program. My book. Where the program starts on May. We are starting the next batch from May 1st week, which is the next month. And whoever signs up today, will be part of that batch, which we are starting off from May. There are going to be group sessions, mostly on the weekends, along with there are going to be individual calls as well, where we will talk on a personal level if there, because everything cannot be shared at the public level. Because initially when we started the program, we were talking in a group sessions, but I eventually realized that few things has to be tackled at the personal level, like I do a one-on-one coaching. So I have offered that as part of this program, wherein we can discuss on that. You don't know our email. What do you mean by, Neeraj, you don't know our email? Only when you sign up, when you have to sign up for the program, you make a payment of 5K. When you make the payment of 5K, you have to give your email and mobile number. That's how you make it, Neeraj. How about today's webinar? Do we receive certificate of attendance? Kenya, no. Today's webinar, unfortunately, you don't get any certificate. This is an introductory thing wherein I gave you all the information on how things work, how you can understand things better. And when you come for the program, you get a proper certificate, which you can use it for other places wherever you want to. And also all other things that I said, all the bonuses, your book, everything. Yeah. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Because this is not going, this is the final price. This is the best. This is the best of the best that you can check anywhere outside if you want to, because you don't know what is the value that you're going to get out of the program. It's tremendous. People have seen amazing benefits, and it's been a path breaker for many. There were blockers, mental blocks, which people could not overcome. They got it after this, after they completed the program in their own respective careers, in their respective levels. Okay. Okay. You get a participation certificate. Oh, that's my bad. From the platform, which is the Book My Show, Book My Session, sorry, which is organizing it. You get a participation certificate. Just to say, Zinnia, you can fill up the form and you will get the details. Okay, you will get a e-certificate of participation from the platform. Okay. So any other questions regarding the program or anything about what will be these about, what will you cover? And I have anyways covered it, but is there things coming up in your mind that you want to ask? Anybody, any questions, anything that comes to your mind? The payment link for the program is there, because again, congrats for anybody who has registered. My team will reach out to you. We'll share further updates, because May we are going to start the program. What will be the date? How are the things? How is it structured? Everything you will get direct emails and you will get communications. Okay. Yeah. And that's the payment link to the program. Thank you, Ravi. Okay. And this is available only for this period of time, maybe for another 5 minutes, not beyond that, because we'll be off the webinar by then. And then even if you approach me directly and ask for this, I am sorry, I would not be able to offer this program at this amount. Okay. So before we end, thinking, should I do this or not? But let me go for it. Okay. So who wants a special bonus exclusively for you people for staying so long? The program is not going to change. The program is fixed. It's going to be 5K. There's nothing is going to change. It's going to remain as is. But for all of you, for about 18 people who are there, who have stayed for so long, who had stayed for 1.5 hours, got some value out of my session, who have learned something, but who still feel that I want to discuss something about the program, or I want to discuss something personal, or I want to express my challenges so that we can take it to the next level. Is there anybody here out of this 18 who want to do something like that and wants a special bonus? Let me know in the chat box. Is there anybody? No one? If there's no one, then I think we can end up, I don't have to offer this special bonus, but if there is people who wants to know, I would be more than happy to share that. Okay. Only one? Okay, one, Neeraj. Okay, just one person wants a special bonus. Just for one person. Okay, Neeraj, we'll contact you directly. If you can drop in your email or phone number, my team will reach out to you and we can tell you what is that special bonus, all about. I can tell you what is a special bonus. I don't think anybody else is interested to know what is the special bonus. So that's fair. Absolutely okay. Okay. Okay, Neeraj, can you drop in your email so that or your phone number over in the chat box so that we can get back to you and I can tell you what is that special bonus, because looks like then other participants are not very keen on getting it. Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Neeraj. Thank you for that. And yeah, that's all. Then we are towards the end of the session. Good to see you all. Oh, and thank you, everybody, for being here and listening. Anybody wants to ask anything? Anybody wants to share anything? Oh yeah, thank you, thank you, Ravi. So that's my social connecting. This one you can use the link to connect with me, the link tree. If you connect on that link, which is there on the chat box, you can use that link to basically connect with me, and we could be in touch. That's there. All my social media links are there: Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, everything is over there. You can connect and then we can be in touch. And yes, let me go for unmute. Anybody wants to talk anything? Anybody wants to ask anything for a minute before we wind up? I see only Kuldeep ji on the video. Thank you, Mirna. Others all are in invisible mode still. Anybody wants to ask anything? You can unmute yourself. No? Okay, then we are all good. So thank you. Have a good Sunday. Have a good rest of the day and be emotionally fit. Thank you. Bye-bye.